Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a massive empties. As you can see, the basket is incredibly full, so I'm just going to get started. I'm going to start with makeup bits. I have a fair few mascaras. The first one is the Smashbox primer base. As you can see, it hasn't really dried out, it's just gone a bit of a weird colour, so time to get rid of it. Would definitely repurchase. I like using a white primer under my mascara. I feel like it does help lengthen and give volume, so I would definitely repurchase this one. I think this was part of the Christmas range where they did them for like £5. You could buy like 5 minis for £20, something like that. Next I've got the number 7 Midnight Lash. This is just a normal brush, it's like just a normal bristle brush. Wasn't the biggest fan of this. I think it came free when I bought something, so probably wouldn't repurchase, not one of my favourites. Next I've got the Miss Sporty Fabulous Lash Extra Black Lash Building Mascara. This just has like the little Christmas tree shaped wand. This is a really good mascara for £1.99. It does give a lot of volume. Like I said, for £1.99 I probably would repurchase it if I ran out of mascaras and just wanted something quick. The next one is the Tarteist mascara by Tarte. I found this one dried out really quickly. This one's got a rubber brush. I do prefer bristle brushes, I just think they work a lot better. Like I said, this one did dry out quite quickly and I'm not really the biggest fan. I don't think it did a lot for my lashes. I really want to try the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes one, so I may look into getting that one next, but wouldn't repurchase this one, wasn't the biggest fan. Next I've got a little mini Makeup Forever one. This is the Excessive Lash. It's got a tiny little brush. I really like this one. I found it gave great volume, great length, and it was good for bottom lashes because of the brush, so would definitely look at purchasing that one. I know it is a bit expensive, I think it's about around the £20 mark. The final mascara I have is the Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes Mascara. This has normal bristle brush and was amazing. Was gutted that this was all used up. This is just in the glossy black. I do want to try the newer one that she's got out. I can't quite remember what it's called, but I want to see if I can get my hands on a sample or something of that one. Would definitely repurchase it. Definitely one of my favourites. Gave great length, gave great volume, really separated them and didn't go clumpy. Next few things are just a few makeup items. Oh, I have got another mascara actually. This is Benefit Their Real. Got a plastic brush with the little bubble on the end. For someone who doesn't really like plastic brushes, this is one of my favourite mascaras. But I find the W7 one, that is like the dupe of this, is pretty much the same and it's a lot cheaper. So, I mean, these little minis come in like magazines and stuff like that, so I would always pick them up. But I don't think I'd purchase a full size one. Like I said, I've got a few makeup bits. First is the In Transit Camera Close Up. Wasn't a fan of this, didn't really like it. My foundation didn't really sit that well on it. It says you can use it as a mask, moisturiser and primer all in one. I don't understand how something that can be used for a mask can be used as a primer as well. I just found that it like my foundation would bubble on my skin afterwards. I think there's a little bit left in this. As you can see, it's just like a white consistency and then you rub it in and it does dissolve, but wasn't the greatest of fans of it, so wouldn't repurchase it. The next primer I've got is the Jouer one. This is Anti-Aging Moisturising Primer. My sister gave me this and it's just such a light primer. It sinks in straight away. It's super hydrating. It does say on the back it's a hydrating primer. But I found my foundation sat on top of this perfectly. Don't know where you can purchase this from. It might be like Space NK, something like that. But I'm definitely going to have a look online and see if I can find it anywhere. I really enjoyed this. I would definitely repurchase this one. I've got a foundation that I used up. This was the Miss Sporty one. I bought 2 of the Miss Sporty concealers and it was like 3 for 2, so I picked up this. It's just a stick foundation. The only thing with this is you can see the size of the packaging, but you probably got about this much product on it. I mean, it was only $3.99 and it was really good. I used it as more of a day-to-day foundation, but I did find I had to do 2 layers to get a good coverage on it, so I probably wouldn't repurchase this sheerly for the amount of product you get and the amount you actually have to use to get a decent coverage. Moving on to more skincare items. First is Bioderma. I've mentioned before, I'm not the biggest fan of Bioderma. I find that the Garnier one, which I do have a mini of, this was the one that me and my sister used for a couple of days when we were in London for her birthday. I really like this one. You can pick these up for £1. They're great for travelling, anything like that. There was some left, so I just bought it up and finished it. But yeah, wouldn't repurchase Bioderma. I'm not the biggest fan. I don't see what the big hype is about it. I find I have to use more of it to get my makeup off than I do with this one, so would definitely repurchase this one over this one. Estee Lauder face wipes. I think these were out at Christmas, like the mini ones. You get 25 in here. I think it was like 25 for £10, which is a lot of money, but they are the best face wipes that I ever used. They say it's super wet. They literally, I can use one of these, take my makeup off, and there'll be like next to nothing left. So I would repurchase these. I just not keen on the price tag, but would repurchase them because they're amazing. Another Estee Lauder product is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Micro Cleansing Foam. I used this with my Foreo, which this is just the 100 use one, so it's got no charge left in it now and you can't charge them. I really enjoyed using these two together as a cleansing step. So I would either take my makeup off with a face wipe or micellar water, then go in with this. And I just found it left my skin feeling really soft. It just says, every night massage gently over damp skin, rinse thoroughly with warm water, avoid eyes. And I just found it worked really well. It's not really much of a foam. Don't think there's anything left in this one. It literally just looks like that, and it doesn't really foam up, it just melts into the skin. And then I used this to buff it in and then wiped it off with a cleanser, wiped it off with a cleansing cloth. I've got another one of these in my backup drawer, but would definitely buy these ones again. You can't buy the full size ones of these. This is just a 30ml like sample size. I probably wouldn't buy one of these again, like I say, because they're just 100 uses. This actually came in a Christmas advent calendar, one of the beauty advent calendars, and my sister didn't want it, so she let me have it. But yeah, the ones that charge, I think they're about £50–60, something like that. So it might be something I put on a Christmas list maybe. A few more body care items and hair care items. I've got the Zoella shower glaze. This is a gingerbread one from her Christmas collection. Wasn't the biggest fan of the scent. It was a lot more overpowering than what I thought it was going to be. So wouldn't buy that again. I've also got the Mojito bath and shower gel from Superdrug. These are an extremely good dupe of the original Source ones, as you can tell by the bottle. This one was amazing for a morning shower. We went to a 21st birthday party for one of Glenn's cousins. A little bit too much to drink. I don't really drink at all, and I drank quite a bit that night. Woke up the next morning with quite a bad head. I had a shower with this and it was amazing. It's just really fresh, and it's got that like zingy scent to it, and it just clears your head so much and makes you feel so awake. I have actually repurchased this one. These are currently on offer when I'm filming this for 66p in Superdrug. They're 250ml, cruelty free. They're amazing. We'll always repurchase them. Next is Head and Shoulders Smooth and Silky Hair. Again, we just picked this up when we were in London and I brought it home to finish it. I do like Head and Shoulders, but I'm kind of loyal to the Boots 75p shampoo, so probably wouldn't purchase this. It was literally just something we picked up whilst we were in London. Sorry if the lighting is going a bit weird. My window is just there and the weather doesn't know what to do with itself today. It keeps raining then sunshine, so who knows. The next product is the Laura Mercier Tea Menthol Citron Body Cream. Again, this smells amazing. It's such, again, like awakening scent. I have the body mist and the body cream that comes with this. This was actually a set from my dad for Christmas. And the body cream is like a gel mousse formula. It's amazing. It's going to be great for summer as it's really light, but I couldn't wait to use this. And it's just amazing. I think this only comes out at Christmas though. If it is around now, I would definitely recommend trying it or just go and giving it a smell. Next thing is just a deodorant. This is the Cotton Fresh Antiperspirant Deodorant from Superdrug. Again, I'm not fussy with deodorants. I literally buy whatever's on offer. At the minute I'm using a Right Guard one, which is nearly empty. Then I've got a Boots Own one, so I'm really not fussy with it. As long as they work, I'm not that bothered. Next thing is the Avon Dry Shampoo. Didn't like it, wasn't a fan of it. I think this one actually, yeah, it's still got a bit in it. It did nothing. It left my hair feeling worse than what it should have. This just left my hair feeling awful. It does smell nice. It's got like a strawberry cherry scent to it, but apart from that, no, wouldn't repurchase it. Next few things, I have another mascara that I found in the bottom. This is a roller lash. I'm a big fan of this. Never purchased a full size one, but always have these minis lying about. It's great for length, doesn't give much volume though. But yeah, normally always have one of these in my collection. I've got a Jo Malone Earl Grey and Cucumber little mini sample. This is not one of my favourite Jo Malone scents. I think it came in a Christmas cracker, or I got it when I bought a Jo Malone perfume. Not one of my favourites, wouldn't buy it in a full size, but not one of my favourites, wouldn't be purchased. I quite like fruity scents. I've got a few more beauty bits before I move on to candles. The Kat Von D Locket Concealer. I got this one from a Love Me Beauty box, I think, and fell in love with it. I now have the full size one, and this is probably going to be one that I repurchase for a very long time to come. I do want to get the foundation to go with it. But yeah, love this. If you haven't tried it, it's really creamy, really brightening. Would definitely recommend trying it. I've got a Drink Up Skin face mask, which makes you look like a penguin. If you can see in the top corner there, it makes you look like a penguin. Penguins are my favourite animals. This just so happened to be a very good face mask. It's made in Korea, so if you don't know about Korean skincare, it is supposed to be some of the best out there. You leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes or until it dries, and then take it off. It left my skin feeling super soft and quite hydrated. I've got quite dry skin on my chin at the minute and it left it feeling really hydrated. I've got a couple of more of these to use. I think my sister picked these up in TK Maxx, so if I ever seen them again I probably would repurchase them. I think it was about 4 or 5 for like £4. Something else that is in my empties is just my Real Techniques sponge. I have another one of these. This one is just a bit battered now. They do last a while and I would repurchase them. Like I said, I've already got one on the go. That is all my beauty and skincare and stuff like that. Now, the final thing that I have are candles. If you watched any of my other empties, I go through candles quickly. I have them on anytime I'm in the house, and I have them in the bedroom, bathroom, on my dining table, in my living room. I just love candles. So there is quite a few in here. The first one is a Bayless & Harden one. I was kindly sent this for review purposes. There was a set of 3. There was like this colour, a grey, like a bold grey, and then a lighter grey. The other 2 are actually in my bathroom at the minute. They're good bathroom candles, which they're like a rosy, fresh scent. So if we have people come around, I pop them on in the bathroom for a couple of hours and then blow them out before they come, and the scent really does linger. So would definitely look at buying these. Next one I have is a strawberry candle from the Pound Shop of all places. As you can see, this one does have some product left in it, but unfortunately, if you can see, the back of it is smashed. So I probably am going to try and get this bit of wax out. I might not, since it was only £1, but I might try and get it out. This smelled amazing. It smells like the red Starbursts is all I can say. And for £1 I would definitely repurchase it. It burned pretty perfectly until obviously it got down to here. So would definitely look at repurchasing that one. Next one I have is a Kringle Daylight Cherry Blossom candle. I'm pretty sure these are discontinued now, or they're being discontinued, because when I picked this one up they were all reduced. I did pick it up in an outlet though, so it could just be they reduced it in the outlet. But this was Cherry Blossom. It smelled amazing, really fresh. This was one that we had on our dining table. It burned obviously quite well. They are supposed to burn for, doesn't actually say on the bottom, but I think they're supposed to burn for 12 hours, something like that. No way that might burn for 12 hours, but I think it cost me about 80p, so I would definitely repurchase that scent if I ever seen it again. I've got a couple of these mini Urban Apothecary ones. These retail for £5 for a candle this big. My sister managed to find them in the clearance section of Boots for 99p, which is a perfect price to pay for something this small. This one is Mint Cream, which it smells good in here, but when you burn it, it doesn't really give a scent payoff, so probably wouldn't purchase that one again. This one is Chocolate Brownie, which just smells like you've been baking all day when you burn it. It is amazing. Again, this was one that we had on our dining table, and sometimes I find these good to burn if you're craving something sweet. If you burn it and you get the smell of it, it kind of puts me off wanting something because I've got that like sweet scent, but would definitely purchase that one again if I found it. Next one is a Yankee candle. This is Orange Splash. As you can see, there is some left in the bottom, but there's no wick left. I find this is the only problem with some Yankee candles. They don't burn all the way the wick goes before you can burn them. I know you can do the whole thing of taking the wax out and stuff like that, but I have that many candles, I just don't. This was a great one for the summer weather we're having at the minute. It's just really fruity, as you can imagine. This one's supposed to burn for 25 to 40 hours. Again, mine probably burnt for maybe 2 days. That's not like all day though, that's like on an evening, so you're looking at probably 6 hours, so I probably got about 12 hours out of one of these. But I would definitely repurchase it. I always find Yankee candles do have a good scent payoff, especially in small spaces, and my living room isn't the biggest. So yeah, would definitely repurchase this one if I could find it again, because that one was in the sale. Another Urban Pocket 3 one. This one was actually picked up in TK Maxx. This was a Christmas present from Glenn. It's the pomegranate one. Again, if you've watched me for a while, you will know pomegranate is my favourite scent. These burn absolutely perfectly. If I could find these again, I think they were about $4.99 maybe. Would definitely purchase them. Boots were selling these ones for $4.99 and TK Maxx are selling these ones for $4.99. Exactly the same brand, obviously just different packaging. Would definitely pick this one up for $4.99 if I could find it. The next one is one from Aldi. These are the Jo Malone rip-offs basically. This one is Moonflower. This one, it burnt fairly well. Wasn't amazing, but it just didn't have that much of a scent payoff. Even in the jar, it doesn't smell that good. So probably wouldn't purchase that one again. Whereas this one, which is Lime Basil and Mandarin, if you're a Jo Malone fan, you will know that that is one of the Jo Malone scents. Again, it didn't burn very well. I always trim my wicks and do as you're supposed to do with candles, but this one didn't burn that well at all. I can't remember what other one I've had. I think I've had number 2, which could be Blackberry Bay, and that one burnt perfectly, so I just don't know what happened with this one. It could be that they've been sat a while and it didn't burn very well, but this one, the scent payoff was amazing, and it does actually smell like Lime Basil and Mandarin from Jo Malone. These are $2.99 a candle, $2.99 or $3.99, whereas a Jo Malone candle is £45. So if you can get your hands on these, they are going back on sale sometime in June, if this video goes up in time. I think it's around the 15th. They're going back on sale in Aldi, and there's a pomegranate one and a Blackberry Bay one, which I need to get my hands on. I need to get my hands on the pomegranate one for obvious reasons. The final candle I have is this one, which is a butter crunch cookie candle. This one is from Clinton's. It was £5. You're supposed to get 50 hours burning time from this. I probably got about a day's worth, so probably about 24-25 hours, so I probably got half the time, but I do keep them on for the whole duration of the time that I'm there, like in one room. I had this one burning in my living room, and as soon as Glenn walked through the door he could smell it, so it proves that it does have a very good scent payoff. And anything that smells like bakery I am totally up for, so if I could find that one again, would definitely repurchase it. My favourite candle scents are either fruity or things that smell like cakes, bakeries, anything like that, so this one did definitely go down well. And that is all my empties. If you have tried anything that I've tried, anything that I didn't like and you did, let me know why you liked it. Is it because I'm using it in the wrong way? If you've tried any of the candles that I've used, leave me a comment down below, let me know what you thought of them, or any candle recommendations that you have. And I will see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching.